Christopher, what kind of cable do I need to hook up my laptop to my TV?
Does your laptop have an HDMI port?
I don't stop making up words. I have no idea. Should I check?
Here, hang on. How new is your TV?
The TV is pretty new. It's like a Roku TV. Or no, it's not. It's something else.
I got a Roku TV. It's awesome. It was also cheap. It's like $250 for it.
Yeah. This one is actually technically my roommate's, and it's fucking huge.
Where the hell is Gina?
Trying to wrangle her kids still.
Where the hell is Denny Crumb?
He hasn't been on forever.
I know.
Come on!
You notice how he's not advertising for Pretty Boy? Do you have a port on your laptop that looks like the one on the picture I just sent you on the far right?
I'm gonna have to look. I have no idea. Oh, my ex wants to hook up tonight.
Oh.
That's
Dang.
a maybe.
Shit, I wish I had an ex that wanted to hook up tonight. Get down.
Right.
Down.
You're gonna, I swear, Sugar, you're gonna be how we get like super Rona herpes or something.
I said he wanted to, not that I was going to.
Oh, like that was even an option of you not doing it.
Honestly, I'm very tired today.
Make him do all the work.
Come on!
Well, what did he just say?
Anyway, did you look at your laptop? Do you have a port that looks like the far right?
Oh, let me go back.
Okay, that was just creepy, Gina. She comes in like this.
How all your ex leaves.
Like I'm wondering if somebody's just off screen with a gun to your head.
I was trying to not have resting bitch face. I have to work at that.
Just embrace it. Did Andrew change shirts?
Look, I just turned down my ex. It is possible.
Yeah, until like midnight rolls around.
For tomorrow. No.
I'm so sick of my goddamn phone blowing up today. About to throw this motherfucker off the balcony.
I like.
Oh, how many beers are you in?
Oh, he's not on any beers.
I'm not.
Something else going on.
Yeah.
Are you having a bad day?
You remember Jeremy Braddock?
Shit day.
Yeah.
Her dad died last night. I've been up all fucking night.
Oh no.
We're not talking about it on there. We're not talking about it on there. You know Mike Smith? All right.
We're already on the air.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk
Ready to
about it
start
later.
the show here for a Wednesday. This portion of the show brought to you in part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, where Toledo gets engaged on Talmadge Road across from the Franklin Park Mall. Also by Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn, the best popcorn in all of the 419. It is fantabulous, as all the kids are saying. They're all saying fantabulous.
I don't think they are.
I don't think there is anyone under the age of 48 that's saying fantabulous.
I'm pretty sure that's what all the kids are saying. Stop being a Richard, Tiefel. And also by...
you could say dick. That's allowed.
Oh, okay.
It's not one of the ones that aren't allowed.
And also by Jeff's Hauling and Cleaning. I'm going to tell you what they do.
Now, what do they do?
They do hauling and
Do they do it
cleanup.
separately?
Yes, you can choose for just the... Well, they'd have to clean it up to have something to haul, I guess. But I think they do them
But
separate.
if it's already clean,
Yeah, then they could just do hauling. Then I guess you can separate them for a different price. I'm guessing, and then if you put the hauling and the cleaning together, I think it costs a little more. But they might give you a little package deal on the hauling and the cleaning if you do both. But call Jeff.
I just like how perfectly descriptive their name is. Like that is a good way to name your company.
I know that's the way everyone should be. All right, here we go. Let's do this.
And now, our
Hey, Sugar?
presentation.
What?
Yeah, if your TV has a similar port to the one on the far right of the picture you just sent me,
That's the one that my TV does.
On, shush,
your
shush,
TV
shush.
should have the same one. So you just get an HDMI cord.
Shut the hell up.
Shut up.
I'm Mama Judy. I can't talk to you or I'm gonna get in trouble.
No.
Come on.
Daddy Andrew's being strict.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Right?
From the Deal Monkey Studios, where you get good stuff cheap. Deal Monkey in Perrysburg, Ohio. This is the Anderson in the Morning Night Show with Chris Tiefel, Jacques Decay, Gina from the south side of France, and Sugar Vermont, Toledo's drag queen.
Well, I just want to know why Sugar's video isn't on. Since when is she shot?
Welcome to the show.
Oh,
It's
really?
Wednesday.
In the morning.
Woo! What's going on, Jake?
I mean, I don't want to start the show off on a bad note,
Uh-oh.
but I want to, I got some really bad news last night, and I want to give a shout out to my buddies Jeremy Braddock, Brandon Braddock, and James Braddock. Their dad passed away last night. I've been dealing with it all day.
Aw.
He's former Genoa cop Michael Smith, and I dated I dated his daughter in high school, so
Aw.
You dated a cop's daughter in high school?
I was a dumb.
Ooh. Speaking of dum-dums, and we'll first finish your tribute. Go ahead. Although this should be done at
Just
the
a
end
shout
of the
out
show.
to the
but go ahead.
family. D, I love you guys. I'm glad that I got to be there last night and today to be with you guys. But all the love I send them all your way. I really do.
Aw.
I know that we there was a girl, and she turned out to be one of my best friends, Nicole, and she banged all my friends. Like she I was in love with her, but she never banged me.
Wait, what'd she feel about firefighters?
So you were friend zoned.
I was friend zoned. But here's the worst part: is I was the one with the moped, so I used to have to drive my friends to the house.
Oh my
and
God.
I would have to
So
sit
you had the
outside.
South
I
Beach
think-
Cruiser and wondered why the girl was not going for you.
Yeah, I think we figured out where you went wrong in this relationship. You had a moped.
No, it was when I was 13, 14. It was in that range. But I'd drive all my friends over there to bang her, and I would sit outside. And I'd have to wait outside.
Oh my God.
Wait, you were the banging taxi service?
Yes.
Jesus.
You were her pimp. Did
you
you
get
ever
paid?
get your cut?
No, I never got anything. Never got a handy. Never got nothing.
Oh my God, you were this girl's
Nothing.
pimp. You were bringing her men that want to bang.
I know we should have her on the show.
You were like the best Uber ever.
Yeah.
I was Uber before. I was Zuber before Uber was even around.
No,
you still-
my Ubers are the best Ubers ever because sometimes I do give them a happy ending in the back seat.
Do you still provide this service? Because Sugar might want to talk to you after the show.
No, I don't anymore. It was
Dick on
terrible.
delivery.
It was the worst. I don't do it anymore. But the reason I bring it up is Nicole's dad was a cop, so we really were taking our lives into and he wasn't a nice man either. So we would take our lives into our own hands when we go over there, and because he wasn't home, so he worked third shift, so she would be home alone with her brother, and they were about the same age, 14, 15 or whatever. So we go, but we'd have to time it because he would drive by his own house.
Wait, you
to
were
make sure.
bringing guys to bang her and she was 14, 15?
Yeah, well, we were 14, 15 as well.
Yeah, it's not like you were bringing 40-year-olds over.
And the Epstein.
Right, it wasn't-
I mean, so let me get this straight.
like that.
Third shift, but third shift is generally like 10 p.m. to like 6 a.m.,
yeah,
right?
exactly. So, but we had to go to school the next day too, so we had to time it. We would go there around midnight
Oh
or
my
something.
God. You had
to
And we
time the bangs.
We had to time in between because
Did you have-
if dad would come
How
by-
many guys in a night did you bring over?
No, it's just one.
Like you didn't have like a stopwatch and just like running there. You're out of time, man. Let's go.
He was driving a car, not a
Next.
bus.
Yeah, it wasn't a train. I wasn't going back and forth. Well, wait.
Speaking of a train,
I disapprove of this whole conversation.
But
did you like say her first and last name already too? I feel like you did.
I said her first name. But
He was a sexual lift. We have to discuss this.
My point was that there was one time where he drove by and he saw the moped. We were in the house. We ended up and they lived on a big hill, so we ended up having to run out the back door and slide down the hill to avoid capture.
Did she at least give you gas money?
No, not even gas money.
Dude,
I think usually they would.
Okay, I don't like this word, and every time I see it online, it makes me cringe a little bit. But I'm calling simp.
Is it called girlfririend?
What is it? What are you calling what? What is that?
I'm not 100% sure what it means, but I'm pretty sure 14-year-old you was one.
What's a simp?
I don't know.
Okay, so let me look this up here. I'm actually not 100% sure.
Why you
what
look it up?
is.
You got to remember, as far as gas money, it was a moped. I think it took like $2 and would run like for 2 weeks. So it's not like it's not like it was an expensive.
Yeah,
thing
but this
to
was
run.
like 1950 something, so $2 stretched. It goes here. We go.
3 months.
Here we go. Urban Dictionary says someone who will say anything to please someone, particularly a girl, in the hopes that they will be in good favor with her.
Oh, that's me right now.
He didn't have to look that up, you guys. He knew that word. He uses it because he is one.
I know.
It's tattooed on his arm.
I don't use. I
I've never
literally see
heard
it
of
online,
I'm pretty
and
down with the lingo.
I've never really looked it up before. Now I assumed it had something to do with whatever you're bringing other men to bang the woman you love.
I know. It was looking
I
back.
thought that was a cuck.
Looking back, it's horrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead, Jake.
they were never actually together. You can't be a cuck unless you were actually together.
What were you gonna say, Jake?
No, I just said it.
Okay. So anyway, it brings back tough memories for
What
me.
a mess.
What a way to start the show. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome.
Andrew was bang bus before it was cool.
Is it cool?
Yeah, Bang Bus is pretty cool.
Bang Bus is cool.
Okay,
All right.
Sugar, your opinion does not count in that.
Why?
Okay, so
Lord.
the other thing I want to talk about was I posted. You ever post something on Facebook and you put a lot of thought into it? And you're like, man, this is a good one, and like it gets no traction at all, and then you post the dumbest thing on the internet, and then that's the thing that gets all the traction. Well, that happened today. I posted something really I thought thought-provoking, and it didn't go anywhere. And then all I posted was... Go ahead.
You need to tell people what you thought was the thought-provoking thing.
What was it?
Dude, every time Tiefel ever thought he had a joke, he posted it on Facebook and got nothing. When he was just like, I'm single, billions of hits.
Yeah, dude, I posted that fake Tinder admin message. I spent like 10 minutes making it on my phone, with the Tinder admins messaging me, being like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're straight? Because this whole heterosexuality thing doesn't seem to be working out for you." And I worked really hard to make that look authentic.
Yeah.
And I posted that. I got like 5 likes on it. And then the next thing I posted was something about like spaghetti being. It was some weird dumb
Spaghetti being
meme
warm
thing
and
that I
red.
found that ended up getting like 50 upvotes on it. I'm like, what?
Exactly. So here's what I'm talking about. I just posted this about what's this 5 hours ago, and it's got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hits, and it's so stupid. All it is one gotta go, and it's just pictures of 9 candy bars. And you just have to say, if you had to live your life without one of these candy bars, what would it be? And that's the thing that got the most hits today.
Yeah, no. If I do something like heartfelt, it's like, oh yeah, okay. But if I fall in a dumpster, then 300 likes.
So let's do this. So one of these candy bars has to be banned from the earth. Twix, Almond Joy,
How is that not gone already?
Kit Kat, Butterfinger, Snickers, Reese's,
Reese's.
Baby Ruth, M&M's, Oreos. One of those got to go.
Two of those aren't candy.
How the hell is that a candy bar?
It's just got to go. I don't know. It's just that's not really a candy bar.
Let me pretend to think about it for a moment before I pick Almond Joy.
What? That's
Well,
what
Oreo makes a candy bar.
everyone's. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, everyone said Almond Joy. I mean, don't you
I
understand?
disagree.
Don't you know
I don't even know if I've had one.
the joy of getting those giant nuts in your mouth? Like, because it's
Oh.
it's just,
Don't worry. Yeah, she's already had one.
I guess I've had
I think she's had like
Almond Joy.
3 today.
She's
I've had a lot of
she's-
Almond Joy
She's
stuff.
had Almond Joy, Steve Joy, Mike Joy.
I've never had joy with that candy bar.
Almond Joys have nuts, and everything Sugar Dates does not.
Excuse me.
Sugar, I can't believe you said Reese's. Are you kidding? That's the greatest.
No, I said at Reese's.
Oh, I was
like,
gonna
yeah.
say, that's the greatest candy ever
Yeah,
made.
yeah.
I think is the Reese's peanut butter cups. I don't know why peanut butter and chocolate is so amazing, but it is amazing. Go ahead, Jake.
Butterfinger.
Gone?
Yeah.
Vanished?
Get it out of here. That candy bar sucks in general. Let's be honest.
Why
Like,
are
it's
we
hard
laying
and it's
fingers on
chocolate
my
covered.
Butterfinger?
Yeah, well, you know what? You could take your fingers, lay it on it, and throw it in the trash.
Well, go ahead, Jake. You were going to say you looked very
No, that's
passionate
it.
about the
No,
Butterfinger.
yeah, because it's just chocolate covered and it's hard, and that butterscotch, it gets in your teeth.
Get
Yes!
stuck in your teeth.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
TDS, Gina, go ahead.
I'm really confused why nobody knew that Oreo made a candy bar, and yet nobody picked that to go. Like, I don't understand. Like, we didn't even know it existed.
Have you had
Get rid of
Oreos?
it.
Have you
Bye.
had milk? Have you had it in a milkshake?
I mean,
It's
yeah,
not
first
Oreos,
off,
it's an
if
Oreo
makes a
candy bar.
we know it's delicious.
Yeah.
They know what they're
disagree.
doing
Yeah,
over at
it's got
Oreo.
Oreos
I
in
would
it.
get rid of Kit Kat because I think they're gross.
What?
What?
No.
Yeah.
Are
Dude,
you
they have
kidding?
like 150 flavors in Asia. How we don't have that here, I don't know why.
It's chocolate
And one of them
covered
is
cardboard.
COVID-19.
Really? So you would get rid of Kit Kats? Who are you right now?
I mean,
Yeah, Kit Kats are great.
somebody that doesn't eat Kit Kats.
If I bought you a Kit Kat, you'd eat it.
She's a chocolate.
Like, not even in your Halloween candy? Where it's
No, I give
two,
them to my
that-
kids.
It's perfect.
It's perfect, little bite size.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
don't
okay.
eat them.
Did anyone
Blasphemy.
Anyone else go other than Almond Joy and I guess Kit Kat? Anything? Anyone others?
I don't even like. What is a Babe Ruth? I feel like I haven't had it since like junior high or
It
something.
looks like a hard poo, but it's delicious.
A Babe Ruth has a nougat, and I don't even know what nougat
A
is.
nougat.
But nougat is it's got to be delicious because it's in a Baby Ruth. I'm not sure what nougat is.
okay. All
What
right.
was it?
And
What was in the
caramel
pool?
and peanuts and chocolate.
Is
It's
that
very
what,
good.
That's what nougat is.
Oh.
No,
What
nougat
it?
is nougat. There's nothing else it
Yeah,
can be.
it's a
It's just
can-
nougat.
Yeah, it's a candy made from sugar or honey, nuts, and egg whites.
Look
You
at,
just looked that up.
can someone,
Yes, I did.
Can someone look up see what nougat is?
I
You
just,
just
Did.
did.
Oh, what was it again?
oh my god,
See, it's not its own thing. It's something.
it's a candy made from sugar or honey, nuts, and egg white.
Huh? Nougat. All right, go ahead, Jake.
The little nut clusters.
What
Well, I
was
guess I
the,
did. I have had nougats too.
Wasn't it Baby Ruth that was the candy bar in the pool in Caddyshack?
Told you.
Yeah, it's
I
floating around.
told you. It looks like a hard poo, but it's
Yeah.
delicious.
It was also in Goonies.
The same gag.
Baby Ruth.
Was it the same gag where it was floating in the pool or what?
No, they fed
Have
it
you
to
not
slop.
seen
No,
Goonies?
I've never seen Goonies.
Shut the
What?
front door.
Okay, the
All
rest
right.
of the show is about this right now. We need to just describe the entire
No,
plot.
this is
Oh my
unacceptable. This is
The greatest line in that movie, they're playing a piano and they're about to fall through the floor, and he was like, "You need to play a B flat." He goes, "Well, if I miss this note, we're all gonna B flat."
Okay, so no, this begs another question because this has come up before. So, Andrew, you have been on this earth for longer than the rest of
82
us.
years.
Now,
There,
what other pop culture iconic things
Yeah.
have you not watched?
It's not. You're not. You're. It's gonna blow your mind. Like you're gonna be
16
unhappy.
Candles.
You're gonna be unhappy. Here's the thing. There was about a decade to a decade and a half where I never
When you
saw.
were in a coma?
Where I never
Were you
saw.
just blackout drunk?
I never saw a movie.
I mean, I can relate.
Well, you have to catch up. Like, you
I
can't
know.
not watch Goonies in your lifetime.
But here's the thing. Someone even
It's
said
good.
one thing I've never seen was The Godfather.
What
And
the hell are you saying? Flies?
yeah, flies are. There's 2 flies that are driving me crazy. Can you see me doing that?
This
Oh.
is why you need interns, man.
I know. But I've never seen The Godfather, and someone actually bought me the Godfather DVD set, and I still have never watched The Godfather.
Dude, this
My
is a guy.
God.
Okay, I mean, this is a true story for everyone listening. And as you know, Andrew has had his issues. And he went into the big mean prison of Wood County for a few days, and he had never seen the Shawshank Redemption
No.
until he was in his late 40s.
No, he saw when he
sitting
got
in
out.
a jail.
No,
Oh
no,
my God.
Check this out, Jake. Because I was at Mansfield, which is where Shawshank Redemption was filmed. Now
Right.
I was in the camp. There was in the workers' camp, like outside.
What?
I wasn't in the big dog prison, but I actually watched Shawshank Redemption from Shawshank Redemption. It was for the
Interesting.
It was
first
Shaw-
time. For the
it
first
was,
time.
It was Shawshank Inception.
Yeah,
Shawshank
exactly. I was going to
Redemption.
say it's like Inception at that point. That's a brilliant reference.
It was
Have you
such
seen
a good movie.
Scarface?
Never seen Scarface.
He saw
What the
Scarface
hell?
from inside of Alcatraz.
I've never seen any of the Brat Pack movies. I've never
What?
seen
How in the hell do
Goonies.
you host a radio show and you have no knowledge on any of them?
Dirty Dancing.
Like he literally has no idea.
Never
like
seen Dirty
Chunk
Dancing.
and Sloth right
The
now.
Truffle
Truffle
Shuffle,
Shuffle,
Data.
Breakfast Club.
Hold on, hold
Never
on, I got
seen-
this.
That's a Brat Pack movie. I've never seen any.
Have you seen Breakfast Club?
No, it's a Brat
No,
Pack
you
movie.
said you hadn't seen Rat Pack movies. That's
Brat.
from the Brat.
That's
Okay.
with
I thought you were
Molly,
talking about first
that's
Sinatra.
Molly Ringwald and all that crew. Like
I've
those are,
actually
gotcha.
never seen Breakfast Club.
go ahead, Jake. What were you gonna say? Jake,
Nothing. I just did the truffle.
He
shuffle.
did the Truffle Shuffle.
What? I missed it. Do it again.
You could rewatch it on the podcast.
All right, Top Gun.
I've never seen Top Gun.
What?
What the hell's happening right now?
you know-
Listen, I have done unholy things to myself while watching Top Gun.
But you know what I've seen?
How many how many VHS tapes did you go through rewinding the volleyball scene, Sugar?
Okay, that's exactly what I was going to say, and the answer is 4.
But you know what I've seen? I have seen Cocktail, which I love. I love Cocktail.
Did you know if you freeze that movie at the right spot, you get to see Tom Cruise's dick?
No.
This is a true story.
Is it
No,
important
it's,
to the rest of them?
CGI. It's the best CGI of 1986.
Go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
So my favorite thing about the movie Cocktail is this. I rewatched it probably about a year and a half ago.
Did you see Tom Cruise's dick?
Yeah, he said it was CGI. No, so there's a scene in the movie where the other bartender kills himself by slitting his wrist with a
Yes.
bottle of
Yeah.
Louis the 13th.
Yeah.
So I've actually ordered that bottle while working, and now that bottle sells for about $3,800.
Wow.
And in the movie in 1986, he goes, "Well, I'll bet you a $500 bottle of Louis Train." I was like, "Dude, we sell that for a shot. That's what it is now, a shot."
$500 a
God.
shot. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, I missed a whole decade or so of movies that
I wouldn't say it's a decade.
it always drives people crazy that
Beetlejuice.
I've seen. I have seen Beetlejuice.
Wait, I got this. I'm here for your daughter, Chuck.
Oh my God.
Learn to throw your
all right.
voice, fool your friends, funny
But,
parts.
here's the other.
The
problem.
Shining.
Here's the other. No, I've never seen The Shining. Here's the other problem is even if I've seen it, I don't remember it. Like I don't like I know that I've seen Beetlejuice, but I don't remember anything about it.
Fair, it happens with
Ew.
age.
And here's the other thing too. Here's the other
Ew.
thing. I won't watch them.
Daylight come in, I won't go home.
I won't
We're
watch.
so out of control
I
right
know.
now.
I won't watch a movie twice either. Won't watch a movie twice, and I won't watch a movie after it's already started. What's that, Tiefel?
Georgia's sending the message that you're such a disappointment.
I know. I'm sorry, Georgia. I feel bad.
Wait. So you won't watch a movie twice? What's your favorite movie then that you've ever only seen once?
I don't have a favorite movie.
Oh my God. We're starting a new show on Monday.
Well, I like Cocktail. I like Cocktail.
You've only seen it once. How the hell do you know?
No,
What about Tombstone?
That one breaks my rule. I have seen that a couple times. Tombstone? No, it doesn't sound familiar.
Risky Business.
Yes, I've seen Risky Business.
We've noticed a vein of movies that he watches. All right,
Tom
anyone else got a Tom
Cruise.
Cruise movie? Have you seen all the Mission Impossibles?
None of the Mission Impossibles.
Because they still got 2 more in planning stages.
No, I've never seen a Mission Impossible movie. I know I'm a disappointment. I apologize. It drives I don't even like having the conversation. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers everyone else so much. I don't even like having the conversation.
Right now, would there be a poster of Tom Cruise on the wall?
No, I'm not even.
It's actually under the Andrew Zine the podcast banner.
You just can't see it.
Oh my God! You guys
No,
remember,
I know your
speaking of
favorite
Tom
movie,
Cruise,
actually.
What's my favorite
I know.
movie?
It's Greatest Showman.
Yes, I've seen that one like
This is
8
me.
times.
Yeah,
Okay.
that I can name you stupid Andrew
Dude,
trivia about a lot of
the
reasons.
only thing-
the 2 movies I've seen more than 5 times would be Greatest Showman and the one with La La Land. Oh, so good. La La
Yeah,
Land.
yeah.
See, I have not seen La La Land.
Yeah, you
yet,
were obsessed with that movie.
I know.
But The Greatest Showman, the only thing I didn't like about that movie was watching it in the theater, and it seemed like the music was going way over the voices. When I was watching it in
it's a
theater.
musical, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, but you're still supposed to hear. You're supposed to hear them sing, but the music was overpowering the
Real
singing.
quick, speaking of movies, I just watched Hamilton for the first time.
Yes! Oh my God, I'm
No
obsessed.
spoilers.
That was
Oh,
average.
Sugar's about to get pissed. Don't even do it, Andrew.
It was average. I just,
What?
Are you
You're
gonna watch
average,
it?
you stupid. God, oh, it's so good.
What's so good about it? I don't know what is so good about it.
It's
It was
so
okay.
good.
You
The
got to watch it
story,
again to actually catch
the
some of the
history.
lines.
That's
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
See,
The acting, the singing, the songs, the entire
Literally everything about it.
here's
it's
what
amazing.
Here's what I can tell you is you can tell by the audience. I'm very good at reading audiences. You could tell that the audience that was there when it was filmed, because I watched it on Disney Plus, the movie version, has seen it multiple times because they were reacting to things that they knew that they were already going to like. You know what I mean?
It was
Or
like the
they
Kennedy
were-
Center one. Like it was like the big important one. Of course, like all the fans.
Yeah, but wasn't
went.
it the one that you see on Disney Plus filmed in 2016?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm
Wasn't-
sure that
and it
it was
came out
a
in 2015.
controlled environment where they did the applause and things like that, and told them to hold applause. And,
Yeah, but you can tell like where they were. I can just tell that they were. But anyway, the point is, it was okay. I would give it a second watch.
It was amazing.
Well, I would give it a second watch.
Well, you're gonna have to.
okay. And the one
And
movie.
Peggy.
I think you will enjoy it more the second time around.
Yeah.
I agree, and I
Yeah.
will give that.
And,
Now I gotta
and you
step
will
by
enjoy
step.
Goonies the first time around.
You will love that movie, Andrew.
Goonies?
Put it on your list. You will love Goonies.
You know what? You know what my kid just watched. My 13-year-old. Like I'm not into
It was
science.
Goonies 3, by the way.
I'm not into science fiction movies at all. But I never seen Avatar. So she watched Avatar with her mom. She loved Avatar.
The
That's a good
show
movie,
or
too.
the movie?
The movie. I didn't know there was a show, but the actual movie.
Oh wait, the one with the blue people. Okay, I
Yes.
thought you meant the Last Airbender. I was like, are you
I
kidding
watched
me?
the last Airbender series twice.
Yes, isn't that so good?
And the other thing, real quick, I want to talk about movies. Then we can move on. Is I did just watch a great one, a documentary about Lou Pearlman. And if you don't know who Lou Pearlman was,
He
Pearlman,
did In Sync.
He's the guy. Well,
Yeah.
the guy.
Backstreet
He's the
Boys.
guy that discovered the Backstreet Boys.
And here's my man card.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, he's the guy who built the Backstreet Boys.
He built
first
the
off.
Backstreet Boys.
Huh?
All right, he
I
didn't
would agree with
find
that.
them.
No, I agree with that. He built the Backstreet
It
Boys.
wasn't like the Backstreet
And
Boys
then-
were together already out of a garage going a cappella.
We got it, Tifel. We got it.
Settle
Calm down.
Settle down, Tiefel. So
I'm just trying to
Backstreet
save
Boys,
Jake's man card.
Backstreet Boys, and then In Sync after the Backstreet Boys. Now,
And like 98 Degrees. I think he did like a bunch.
He did all of them, I think.
not 90 Degrees. He did O Town, and he did a
It's
bunch
Sugar's
of them.
dream to do all of them.
Okay, thank you. I was just thinking that in my head, Gina. Thank you for saying it.
So there's a movie out about Lou Pearlman and about he's a very fascinating guy, and it was done by the production company of Lance Bass, who was in Sync. Lance Bass.
He was the homo.
Yeah, he was the gay guy from In Sync.
He was an astronaut. That's just insane. Come on.
So, but here's a couple of interesting things. Was Lou Pearlman was an absolute dork growing up, right? Oh, for those who don't know, so Lou Pearlman ended up he was part of a Ponzi scheme. So one of the biggest Ponzi schemes in America, and he ended up going to jail for it, got caught, and then he ended up dying in jail, which I didn't even know he was dead already, but he's died in jail. But it was a great movie, and it's on YouTube. So if you just like, it's YouTube pictures put it together, and a couple interesting things about him. Number one was he owned a blimp company first, like, but he was a scammer his whole life. He was into blimps, and he bought a blimp. And it was a shitty blimp, but he had and he bought it for like $10,000, but he insured it for like $4 million. So when it crashed on its first trip, he got $4 million. So that's how he started to make his money. And it was really, if you're into
Wait, I need to take notes. Can you you still do this?
no, so here's the other thing too.
I don't even think the Hindenburg was insured for that much.
Well, and here's the thing. He said as well that he would tell everyone that he owned an airline company, right? So then what he did was he would be the middleman. So he would sell airline flights to bands. That's how he kind of got into bands and rock stars and all this. But what happened was he didn't own the planes. He was just the middle guy, but he'd tell everyone he owned the planes. And there was one that he made a model airplane, put his Lou Pearlman logo on it, right?
Oh my God.
And then he took it to the airport and then shot a picture of it, and it looked like it was taking off from the airport.
Did
It wasn't
nobody
even a real
notice his
plane.
Respect
fingers?
that.
What's that?
Did nobody notice his fingers on the tail?
No one saw his fingers. Well, no, it had
Or like a little stick where he was using?
yeah, they had a stand, but he filmed it from the stand up. So you couldn't
Oh my
even,
God.
you couldn't even tell that it was not a real plane, and he would get people to invest by using the pictures of this plane the plane fleet that he owned. Anyway, go ahead, Gina.
There's legitimately been 100 UFO videos that started the same way.
Go ahead, Gina. What are
First
you
of
gonna
all,
say?
all of the UFO videos are real. So
Of course they
I just want to tell you a comment. Dana says that there's movies that people have to watch just to be normal, everyday people, and she made a list for her kids who are adults. I
Andrew
did the
hasn't seen
same
half of
thing.
them.
I know. He's not a normal person because he has not seen the movies that people quote movies every day. How do you follow conversation?
How
do you just talk to people?
Because being in radio, I know all the lines from movies. Like, I know if you said a line, for the most part, I know what the movie is. I've just never seen the movie. Like, maybe I've seen
Okay,
that clip.
I got a
or-
segment for next Monday. We'll talk about it later.
right.
yeah.
Oh, and I will ace this segment.
Go ahead.
100%.
Oh, no.
Let's make it
shouldn't be
a
us. It
real
should be-
thing.
Okay.
It should honestly just be all of us hitting him with quotes and him trying to guess the movie.
All right.
Take
I
that
love it.
Segment, Tifo. How about shut up and wait till Monday?
Yeah, it was obvious what your segment was, Gina. People crack the code.
Go ahead, Jake.
I'm gonna win this.
Go ahead, Jake. What are you gonna say?
No, because I talk to people in movie lines all the time,
Jake,
and that's
we're
how.
not doing it for you. We know you've seen every movie. We're doing it because Andrew says he
I know,
knows.
but like I
You
literally
don't get
said
to
this.
play.
I literally said this the other day. Like I talk to people in movie lines, and that's how I judge how old they are. Like if they don't get a line from Home Alone, I'm like, I cannot date you because that movie is 30 years old
Because you're
and
too
you're
young.
not.
You're not.
Unless you're 85 like Andrew and he doesn't know any either.
All right. So, speaking of movies, we're going to change subject a little bit. We're going to talk to Dan Lyer. And I don't know how to say his last name. Dan, you have to tell me how to say your last name. But there was a movie that blew up today, and I posted it. I shared it on my Facebook page, right? And this guy, or once I shared it on my Facebook page, and I started to scroll my news feed, dude, everyone shared it on their Facebook page. Not saying because I did, but I'm just saying it was that big. And it was called Only in Toledo. And it's about Deshaun Willis. And Deshaun, you may have seen him around Toledo. And
What you talking about, Deshaun Willis?
so Deshaun rides a bicycle, and he's got a lawnmower attached and other lawn accessories, and he just drives and does lawns for people. And people would make fun of him, and it started with someone said, "Oh, only in Toledo." Like you take a picture and you push it on social media. Only in Toledo, a guy riding a bike and pulling a lawnmower. Well, Dan did this.
Gonna make you mow your sidewalk up in here.
Dan did this amazing short film. It's about not even 3 minutes long. But Gina, how good was that thing?
Oh, it's so good. So good.
It really is. And Dan's not even from here. Like I looked at Dan's page. I'm like, I don't see any ties to Toledo. He mentioned
He doesn't even go here.
He doesn't even go here.
What movie is that from?
That I don't know. You
Oh,
got
Mean
me.
Girls, you dumb bitch.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Yes!
Dan knew. Dan, of
Dan
course,
knew
of course
it.
Dan knew. So, but he's from New York, and he made a reference to like, I came here, did this movie, and then went back to New York. And I'm like, what is your tie to Toledo? You did such a good job. So anyway, I wanted to talk to Dan, and I reached out to Deshaun. I haven't been able to get a hold of him yet, but maybe Dan could put me in touch with him. But first of all, Dan, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, what is your tie to Toledo? First of all.
Absolutely none other than Deshaun.
No way. No
I
way.
mean, I did a road trip 2 years ago, and I drove through Toledo, and I stopped there for a deep dish pizza with my wife, and then we drove
Pizza.
out. That
Dan,
was it.
Dan, wait a minute. My mind.
Wait, are you French?
No,
What is your
I don't-
accent?
An accent there?
I'm from Israel.
Israel.
originally.
Okay.
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 Oh my God! I was just gonna say you look like such a nice Jewish boy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. You're
All right.
you're blowing.
You're no
my
longer
mind.
allowed to tell me the words I'm allowed or not allowed to say.
What do you mean?
Sure.
Oh, Dan, you're blowing my mind. So, how did you become aware of Deshaun then?
Well, I'm a filmmaker, and it was early June. It was during Blackout Tuesday. I was on my way to the airport to film something in the Midwest. And I just scrolled randomly on Instagram, and I pressed Blackout Tuesday hashtag, and just, I don't know why I scrolled. It was all black squares. And that picture stood out of Deshaun on his motorbike and lawnmower, and it stood out amongst all those black squares. I pressed on it, read the story, and a lot of times there's, you read something that really touches you and you wish you could have done something about it. But in my case, I'm a filmmaker and a storyteller, and I knew that I could do something. I saw that his GoFundMe wasn't doing so well, and I reached out, offered my help.
Dan,
Aw.
that is just I got chills. You telling the story gave me chills right now. And so just this picture stood out to you, and I'm sure it was at your own expense. Then you came out here and you made a film about his story.
Sean, a guy from Colorado Springs, David Humiston. And he reached out to Sean, and he opened up the GoFundMe for him. I contacted David, asked to get in touch with Deshaun, which he sent me his number. I spoke to Deshaun, and a couple weeks later, I was there.
What made you pick the length of it? Because it's a very short, which I like that because people have such short attention spans. It's less than 3 minutes, so you can get through it no problem. But what made you pick the length? Like, what made you do a short film?
It was actually supposed to be shorter than 3 minutes. But the story takes as long as the story takes to tell.
Right.
And since the purpose was to spread Deshaun's story and drive the traffic towards his GoFundMe, it had to be short. It had to be for people to be able to see completely through it until they see the very the last frame with the link connecting to the GoFundMe.
Right.
Spoiler.
Now, as far as the video is concerned, when you reached out, what was the GoFundMe at, and what is the GoFundMe at now, if you know?
Oh, well,
or Gina does.
When
I guess.
When I reached out, the GoFundMe I think was about, when I first saw it, it was about 6,000 or 7,000. When just as I published the movie, the film, I looked at the GoFundMe, and it was about $9,500.
You want to know
Right
what
now-
it is right now, Dan?
Go ahead, Gina.
I have no idea.
It is $24,235.
Oh my
Aw.
God! I just got the chills
so
again.
cool.
I get the chills again. Now, what?
And it's there's no doubt there's a $37,000 goal. There's no doubt it's gonna hit that.
Well, what is it, Gina? What's the money for?
It's for
For a new
equipment.
lawnmower and a trailer.
Is it
A truck.
like it's for equipment, for lawn equipment, right?
Yeah, I would. It says his van broke down. It just tells the story on here basically, and then
And I should have done a better job. So yeah,
it doesn't say what it. Oh wait. Yes, it does. It says it's for a new truck, a trailer, lawn care equipment, and upgraded lawnmower.
Which is cool, and I should have said that part. But he had a van. The van broke down, so he just started driving this motorized scooter / bike. It's basically just a bike with a little motor on it.
Yeah.
And he would pull his stuff, and he's been doing lawns ever since he was a child. And he decided that he had a knack for it. Now he's
Wow, you know what? I get this question from time to time again, and I don't really have a specific answer.
Okay.
I do projects all around the world that inspire me. You know, same as Deshaun, I find out about the story about a person and just something. You know how sometimes you just get, you watch a movie, kind of like what you said right now, you get like shivers all around your body.
Yep.
When I find out about a story and when I hear something and I get that absolute feeling, this is kind of the moment where I know that this is something I want to tell. And the majority of the projects I do are adventurous, a lot of cultural, culture, nature, all around the world.
Do
you have like a website that we can go to and see these? Because now I'm interested.
Yeah.
It's denlior.com, but probably the best place to look at it is the Vimeo. If you go to Deshaun's Vimeo, Deshaun's video, you click there, it'll send you there.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll post all of that.
Yeah, we'll post
on the
Interesting in the morning page, in the interesting morning page as well. Please, to Gina. Dan. Okay. So I'm going to be your agent, and I'm going to take 0% of what you want to do. But I'll
take what he's not taking.
I think your new niche is you're going to set up a GoFundMe for you, and you're going to tell people stories around the country, and we're going to get you a camper, and you're just going to drive the America, and you're just going to produce films of someone that's interesting in every city that you go to. How cool would that be?
Honestly.
It's a great idea, which is actually already kind of in the process.
Oh, good.
So it's something that might actually happen.
Good, man.
I'm very excited about.
Well, you've got a huge talent. Go ahead, Gina.
So, Dan, I love Deshaun's story. I love the way that you told it. But there's another story. I'm so glad we got to talk to you because there's a whole different story behind that story. And I think one of the things that our whole society is missing is the can do. I actually just posted this on Facebook the other day. We do thoughts and prayers a lot. Everybody, thoughts and prayers. I'm so sorry. But very few people say, what can I do? Instead of saying, what can I do? Say, what can I do? And you did that. And I think that's amazing. And I try to live
what your
by that
country
too.
can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
But I think that's amazing. And I think that, I'm going to ignore Jake. I think that's amazing. And I wish more people did that. And when you see something, it pulls at you, do something, anything. And even if it's a simple, Facebook share, if that's all you can do, that's all you can do.
Well, and it's a great point, Gina. If it's a Facebook share, that's still doing something. And if for Dan, hey, I can't give him $37,000. What you did, and that's doing something.
I can't even use my talents to get myself $37,000.
Right. Well, Dan, you are an absolute delight, man, and congratulations.
And you're a hot little biscuit, Dan. Just to let you know, honey.
Just you are a nice looking guy.
Just because he has hair, he wants to be combing it and stuff.
Let me ask you, Dan.
Honestly, because of COVID, there's no barbers in New York, and I'm usually walking around with short hair. But
I like your hair right now, Dan.
If you ever want to do a story on a drag queen that likes to do sexual favors behind dumpsters, Sugar's your girl.
Yes, she does.
That's your other Toledo story.
It's really
saying it's a very compelling Toledo story, and I would like to introduce you to it.
Yeah,
it's actually only in Toledo. That's only in Toledo.
That's your only in Toledo follow-up, Dan. And you know what? And when Gina told the story right there, I was also getting shivers again just hearing the story of the 350-pound drag queen doing sexual favors behind a dumpster. And I'm telling you, that's
You don't have to tell him my weight.
Oh, sorry.
I have a picture up for a reason, you bitch.
I mean, the picture does a pretty good job of telling everyone. Sugar, sorry.
It's not hiding. The picture's not hiding your weight.
I'm surprised the dumpster doesn't have an address on it. Like, find me behind Home Slice Pizza.
Never mind.
Well, Dan, I love you, man. And thank you so much for sharing your talents with us, and thank you for sharing the story again. And
Thank you, Dan.
Look forward to more
Thank
work of
you.
yours. Are you single? Or are you married? What's your deal?
Married. He said that.
Oh, you did.
I'm happily married.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Sugar.
Have you ever heard of a throuple?
What's the third
Oh, dear Lord, here we
Just
go.
don't.
Okay, don't ask.
I might.
Dan, you were like, if you haven't seen,
we'll
go
see.
ahead, Dan. If you haven't seen,
Oh, he said we'll see. That's not a no.
if you haven't seen the Only in Toledo video, you can go to Vimeo. We'll post the links on our page, like I did this morning. We'll repost it, and you have to it's less than 3 minutes, and it really is inspiration, and it'll brighten your day. Just taking a couple minutes to watch this. Dan, thank you so much. It was an honor to talk to you, my friend. You got so much talent, my friend.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, and for anyone that is listening, if I can, 10 seconds. Really, we're super close to really help out Deshaun. So many people, I can't say, because this was posted on Reddit, on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere.
Wow.
So many people reached out to me, to Deshaun, offering to fix his vehicle for free, offering to donate vehicles. Community is something that is so important right now. And
One guy was like, "I'll start the mower."
Yeah, he's gonna follow you. I'm just gonna pull the thing for him, so he doesn't have to do it. Well, Dan, I love you,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
If you ever need anything else, you ever want to talk again, please reach
I
out.
love
Okay.
you, Dan.
Thank
all
you.
right,
Thank-
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye,
Yeah.
I'll be
Dan.
down
You
for
don't know
the.
what you just.
I love it. Okay, where were we? Oh,
I'm never going to say this again, but can we talk about Mrs. Kardashian West?
Yes, well, let's take a commercial break real quick, and then we will do that.
And which particular advertisers are we putting in this commercial break?
We're gonna take. We'll not put. We won't put DMX Lawn and Landscape. We'll save that one. But Gina, once I do the commercials, and maybe we can get some comments, say hi to some people. We haven't done that since the whole show. So,
Sure.
Gloss and Glam by Julianne, your lip sense distributor. Julianne does all of Colleen's makeup. So, and it's long lasting. It's great stuff. If you need makeup,
Like, do they just show up at like 5:30 in the morning and paint her face, and then like you have life?
every day?
Okay,
Every
All
day.
right, makes sense.
Extreme Class Limousines, Extreme Class Limo guy, who's Aaron Guy. He's a grocery guy. You need anything done, Guy can help you, and he's really just a good guy. What else? RCI
How many
Interior
other times can you
Design.
say "guy" in that?
RCI Interior Design, specializing in residential, small commercial, senior living interior design. Memorable Lights, bringing your memories to light with 3D print lithophanes, which are photos
What's
seen
coming
through
soon?
light. Well, they have night lights already. They have cube lights.
Okay.
You asked what's coming soon. I'm glad you asked.
What's
Sugar.
coming soon?
I'm glad you asked. Lampshades.
Do they have
Lampshades.
now? Do these night lights, are they like different shapes and stuff, or is it like just like
One
standard
would
night lights?
assume
Why don't
it's
you-
not just one nightlight
like-
that they
Why
sell.
don't you go to memorabilights.us and find out
Let's
for
see if they
yourself.
have a Dora the Explorer one.
There you go. Do it. And Bear Auto Detailing.
It's for him. Don't let him tell you it's a
I'm
gift.
like-
It's for him for sure.
Oh, I
Why
wasn't even trying to hide
outside?
behind it. That's for me.
Oh my God.
Toledo's newest auto detail service, Bears Auto Detail. Keyword Andrew Z for special deals, including $20 for a starting price to get your car detailed. All right, Gino, comments, questions, highs, lows.
Concerns?
Well, the low was you finding out you just don't watch movies, and it's sad.
I know.
Hi, Heather. Let's see. Cheryl, Natasha, of course, Mama Judy, and Mama Z. You know, I'm really starting to get mad at my mom. She's kind of a slacker.
I know. She likes us.
I know. I don't know why she doesn't. You know what? She just forgets.
We
That's
need
all.
to get Mama Z on the next episode so we can find out where she went wrong with Andrew not watching movies.
By the way, Georgia, I have seen Titanic and I have seen Star Wars, 2 movies that Georgia asked me about. I've seen
How
both.
many
Which Star
times?
Wars?
have you seen
Actually,
Star Wars?
Titanic is one of my favorite movies. It makes me cry.
I thought you didn't have favorite movies.
Titanic is one of them. No, I said
I saw that bitch like
Cocktail.
5 times in the theater as a
think-
young gay homosexual.
Hey, which Star Wars did you see?
The first two. The first one is the best ever. And then
Saw the first one for
But
his.
you've never seen all the others, so how can you make that statement?
He had his 25th birthday party for the first Star Wars.
shut up, Gene.
Hi, Tony D.
Tony D's here. Oh, and Tony D's got new merchandise. Gina got a mug, a Tony D show mug.
I just got my email out. I just got my email that it shipped. I'm super excited. So I'll be hopefully our next show I'll be drinking out of my Tony D mug.
Nice. Go ahead, Jake.
Let's talk about how Tony D actually got that bitch Carol Baskins
What?
to do a sound bit for his show
I know.
for $40.
Oh, I'm getting that.
I know.
That's
Me
for
too.
my life, not for the show.
Also, I'm publicly going to ask Sugar and Tiefel to stop posting those stupid gifs with their faces.
Oh,
on
I
Super
had
No,
to-
I can't.
I had the app for like 20 minutes. It didn't know it.
Oh, good, because it's so freaky
China-
and I cannot stand it. I just
China,
can't.
I can't stop. I am addicted to that thing. And it only came out like 3 days ago, and I think I've saved 300 of those
She's like
gifts.
the number one customer.
I know.
No, seriously, and it's like it definitely has to be Chinese spyware. I just assume.
Did you pay
But,
for the
like,
premium?
No, but I think I'm gonna.
What's the app called?
It's Duplicat. And it molds your face onto like celebrities, and like some of them are videos, some of them are gifs, but it's hilarious. And also, I make a very hot Jada Pinkett Smith.
Dude,
No,
No.
you
You
give
look-
me nightmares.
you do. You give me nightmares as well.
Well,
Your
I didn't
videos-
get enough love off the. She posted one of those things with her face and the hair, and it was so 1980s. And I posted that female gremlin, and none of you assholes like that.
I think
Jay.
I was drunk that day.
Hey,
See earlier conversation. Jake.
speaking of Sugar Vermont, yeah, exactly. Speaking of Sugar Vermont, did
Yeah.
you know that there's first of all, who's your favorite celebrity?
Dolly Parton.
Of course. So, did you know there's a new Dolly Parton themed bar opening in Nashville called
Yes, called White Limousine,
White
and limousine is
Limousine.
spelled Limozeen. Yes,
It
I
is.
do.
It is.
Why is
You
why is
know
it just
I
not
already
called
know.
boobies?
I know.
Well,
Yeah, what exactly makes it Dolly Parton themed?
I'll tell you.
Please do.
It's inspired by Dolly Parton's 1980s aesthetic. So, like, it's kind of like country things, but also kind of like gaudy things. And you just combine them all, y'all.
There's
and it just looks amazing.
lots of pink. Go ahead, Jake.
Apparently, Dolly Parton is tatted.
Oh, yeah, her whole body.
sleeves.
What?
Yeah, that's why she always wears long sleeves and she never shows it off.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, the interesting thing about Dolly Parton is she's still hot at her age.
She's amazing. She is a saint walking on earth. I'm like, listen, I am the biggest Dolly Parton fan. Like, I went to Dollywood and cried, like, with joy.
Aw.
And I was not little. This is last year.
She's a good human. I
Yeah.
like good
is.
humans.
She is a good
She
human.
is.
I agree.
She's good people.
All right, so let's talk about this. I mean, I don't even know if we should talk about it because
Speaking of good humans,
Go ahead.
I know Sugar, you keep riding Kim K, and I really didn't. I was not a huge fan, but she's doing really great things, and she's becoming an attorney just to fight for people. She doesn't have to. She could just write. She's got all the money in the world. She doesn't have to do any of
advocate
this.
for
Okay.
social or criminal justice reform. It's true.
I'm not a Kim K fan. I'm not a Kim Kardashian fan. I'm not a Kanye fan.
What
at
would
all.
you do if you had all her money? What would you do?
But-
Would you be a philanthropist? Would you
Me?
would you physically go out and get your law degree to fight for
I'd
people?
be a philanderer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't, Andrew.
Yeah, I
you wouldn't
would.
do
No,
anything. You'd
I
be
would-
fatter and you'd be an asshole and you would just
That's not
be.
true. You're just assuming. I would absolutely be helped. That would be my fun. Like that's my goal is to have enough money so I can just help people. That's what I want to do.
My
Go ahead,
goal is
Jake.
just to be able to have enough money to go to the grocery store and not have to worry about the prices.
My thing is, are you saying Kim K could be a perfect first lady?
Yes.
No, not at all.
I mean, okay, well, we can compare them to what we have now. It's very similar.
Now, first of all, I think Ivanka gets too much flack She speaks 5 languages.
First
She's not the first
fluently.
lady.
First of all,
Not the
Ivanka is
first
the
lady.
What did I say?
The
Which one
first
did I
wife.
say?
Melania.
What did I-
You said Ivanka.
Oh, I mean, if
Melania.
Donald
Oh.
had his way, she would
Yeah.
be the first lady.
Okay.
Right.
Wait, it's
I fucking meant Melania.
but Melania, this person could be a very smart person. She could, she speaks those languages, all that stuff. That doesn't speak to her effectiveness as a first lady.
Right. She's
Yeah,
done.
and I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about they both got their start getting naked. They
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
they both are married to mentally ill people.
All right.
I'm just saying the similarities are
So let's talk,
pretty.
okay. So let me get this set up before we move on to this. So over the weekend, well, we know Kanye West said he was going to run for president, right? So then he had this campaign, this rambling campaign speech over the weekend, this campaign appearance where he's
Speaking of which, any ladies want to have a baby for $1 million?
He's crying. Yeah, he's crying. He's saying he's going to give everyone that's got kids $1 million. He says he was almost. I think he said he was almost aborted, and he
No.
and he almost aborted.
Yeah.
Right. He
Him
was
almost aborted.
Well, I know that Northwest that they didn't want to have the kid. But I'm saying I think he also said that he was aborted. Or almost aborted.
His dad encouraged his mom.
Okay, yeah, and it was just a rambling speech. And then, do we know for sure? Well, Kim Kardashian said it, so we know for sure now. We never said. No one's ever said for sure that he's mentally ill, but he apparently he is.
He's spoken
He
about
has.
it openly.
Has
Yeah.
he has? See, I don't follow.
He's what,
him.
like
Yes.
bipolar, right?
Bipolar,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So, anyway, he went off and said that or hinted that Kim Kardashian hooked up with Meek Mills when they were doing the prison reform, and what other kind of stuff, and that he was on his ranch in Montana, and that Kim and her mom Chris were trying to come out there and with
They tried to
Called him a white
50-50.
supremacist.
what 5150 is that what it's called 5051?
Yeah, where they involuntarily commit somebody.
Yeah.
So wait, so Kim stepped out on him, and then
No.
tried to have him 5150.
Well,
No.
this was a while back. He was just rambling. I mean, just putting
First of all,
the tea out there.
He says in the tweets that nothing
deleted.
happened between them, but she was out of line for going to meet up with him.
At a hotel.
So
I think.
That does
so
seem a little out
I'm
of
gonna
line.
say, Kanye West is in the middle of a mental episode. He's diagnosed bipolar, and it's not like I'm bipolar. Sometimes I'm happy. Like, it's a real mental illness, and it's very severe. He's spoken openly about his struggles with mental illness, and I guess my heart goes out to him because I struggle, not bipolar, but we all have our own struggles with mental illness, and I can only imagine, like, if I was his level of fame, how much more pressure would that be? And like, what if I just did something off the wall because I was meant to, like, not in the right place that day?
You do things off the wall now. Imagine if you had all
I
that
do.
money. I mean,
Exactly.
And he doesn't
Imagine
like
what
to
I
take
would
his.
do.
He doesn't
That's
like
the
to take
most
his,
sincere thing I've ever heard Sugar
I
say
know,
on this
I
show.
know. No, I agree.
he doesn't like to take his meds because he feels that they stifle his creativity.
Yeah.
And so he is definitely in the middle of a huge disconnect right now, and it's painful to watch just as a spectator. And I can't imagine
No.
what it would be like to be his
Well,
fan.
Well,
and Kim wrote that statement, and it kind of broke my heart. It
Yeah.
actually,
I'll read it.
it was really moving.
But he was spilling all kinds of tea about the family that was just really out of line.
But also, he's in a mental, like, part of what he has, because he's talked
yeah.
about it when he wasn't in the middle of it, is like severe paranoia.
Well, I'm not blaming. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just keep stating the facts that he was throwing a lot of stuff out there. That,
Well, but like,
No,
I'm
right, but
saying some of that stuff might have just been in his head and not real.
That's what she's saying too. Is
Yeah.
that part of his mental illness, and
Sure.
he has said while he was well that paranoia is a big issue.
right.
So
But I
So
think
we want to have
the
the nuclear bomb.
5150 and calling them white supremacists and saying
Yeah.
calling Chris Jong Un.
That was funny, though.
That was funny.
It was a little
Chris
funny.
Kardashian, or what's her name? What's her name?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Kardashian.
me. I was like, what?
No, Chris, the mom. The mom, they call her Chris Jong
Yeah.
Un.
Yes, Chris Jenner. And
Jenner.
so, and then also another thing too is that his kids are going to see all of this,
I know.
someday when they're
Yeah.
grown. That's
But-
the part that breaks my heart, is that Like my kids, if they Google me, they're not going to find anything insane about me, you know?
Well,
Like,
right.
They're
And a lot
gonna
of
look
this
back at
stuff
this
is-
show and go, aha.
Challenge accepted.
Right. A lot of the stuff is genetic or has a genetic component, and I can't imagine being his kid and then
So for a couple days he's tossing out all these tweets, spilling the tea on the family. Some of it true, some of it not true, but it's all stuff that we shouldn't know. It's uncomfortable that he's throwing out there. And then Kim wrote a statement, and here's what she had to say. As many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand. I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I'm very proactive very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health. But today I feel like I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconceptions around mental health. Those that understand mental illness or even compulsive behavior know that the family is powerless unless the member is a minor. People who are unaware of or are removed from this experience can be judgmental and not understand that the individual themselves have to engage in the process of getting help no matter how hard family and friends try. I understand Kanye is subject to criticism because he's a public figure and his actions at times can cause strong opinions and emotions. He is a brilliant but complicated person who, on top of the pressures of being an artist and a black man who experienced the painful loss of his mother, has to deal with the pressure and isolation that is heightened by his bipolar disorder. Those who are close with Kanye know his heart and understand his words sometimes do not align with his intentions. Living with bipolar disorder does not diminish or invalidate his dreams and his creative ideas, no matter how big or unobtainable they may feel to some. That is part of his genius, and as we have all witnessed, many of his big dreams have come true. We as a society talk about giving grace to the issue of mental health as a whole. However, we should also give it to the individuals who are living with it in times they need it the most. I'll kindly ask that the media and public give us the compassion and empathy that is needed so that we can get through this. Thank you for all those who express concern or Kanye's well-being and your understanding. With love and gratitude, Kim Kardashian West. What a beautiful statement.
Beautiful statement.
That has taken my level of for her respect for her way high because I'm not a big fan of hers, but I mean, it was just so informational and you could feel her heart there, and it's just a sad situation. And like I said, I know a lot of people that deal with.
I mean, I could take you back the other way and just remind you that she probably didn't write it.
Okay,
I think she
probably did. I think
she did. There's two grammatical errors that I found that a publicist wouldn't have made.
Yeah, I don't think she's that level of fame.
People, she is in law school. Like, she's not an idiot. I get that she banged a dude and that's how she got famous.
I wasn't saying she was an idiot. I was just saying somebody at her level usually has somebody else write that stuff out.
Well,
I'm not saying it's not necessarily her message.
Someone may have input, but you have to say, if you're putting it out, I mean, the late night hosts don't write their shit. The presidents don't write their stuff. So, I mean, whether she wrote it or had input on it or whatever, it doesn't matter. If she put it out, it's her feelings. Yeah. Because, and I mean, it was a really good statement. And I know a lot of people that battle with mental illness. And here's the hard thing.
She clicked like on Facebook when it was posted.
What?
She clicked like on Facebook once it was posted.
So she did have some. She had some input on the statement.
This is how it feels when somebody else says something and nobody laughs. I like this. I like being on the other side.
You know what? Sometimes every once in a while, you got to be a humbled son of a bitch, and I just got humbled.
I was literally trying. I wasn't being shady. I was like, what does that mean?
Does it help that I'm like a Jake fan and I laugh at all the stupid things he says?
Even that one was hard. Even that one was hard for you.
She clicked like on Facebook on that.
I didn't laugh on that one either, though.
Oh my god.
So anyway, man, I hope they can get things right. When the family stuff spills out like that, it's tough. And the problem is, a lot of people have a stigma of taking medication when they have mental illness. And there's nothing wrong. I tell Colleen, I said, there's nothing wrong with taking your medication. I said, it's no different than if you have high blood pressure or if you have cancer. I mean, it's a problem. It's a problem that you need to take medication for to control, just like any other disease
my doctor tried to throw pills at me for my high blood pressure.
There was,
and I told him no. Like I learned to dare.
That reminds me to I had looked up kind more of this Kanye stuff, and in a 2019 interview, he said, "quote If someone has a sprained ankle, you're not going to push him more." He said, "With us, once our brain gets to the point of spraining, people do everything to make it worse."
Well, and
so
here's the other part too, because you can't see mental illness as a person.
Right.
Sometimes it's hard to feel empathy for that person because you're dealing with what you're dealing with. Like you think you're seeing this person there, and you're not seeing the mental illness, so you think you're dealing with that person. So it's hard for you to be compassionate sometimes if there's an argument or a disagreement, or if they're just going crazy or whatever. So it's a tough thing to battle. So hopefully they can get their shit together, because that is a tough one. Lufka All Natural. All natural skincare and household cleaners, reusable household products, natural toothpaste, body scrubs, soaps, lotions, essential oils, and so much more. They even have medication for bipolar disorder. So go to Lufka All Natural, Country Charm Shops in Perrysburg.
But it's like basil,
right? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Like what?
I was like, wait a minute. Like,
I'm like,
what kind of remedy is
let's
Lufka
not
doing
peddle
for
this.
bipolar?
You just
Like,
inject
take 3 vitamin
chloroquine.
C. Call me in the morning.
I just want to throw it in there to see if you guys even noticed it.
Like, what?
I think you just violated some sort of FCC rule.
Glick Electrical Services provides both commercial and residential clients. Services range from installing simple light fixtures to installing generators at factories, and they can even make padded rooms for anyone that's got a mental disability. Check them out.
Drew.
Glick Electrical Services.
We're trying to have grace for people struggling with mental. Oh, here
Sorry.
you are, padded rooms.
Sorry.
Hey, it's called having grace for them. If I would make fun of a mentally sane person in the same situation, I'll make fun of the bipolar person.
Okay. I don't-
New Power.
You know, it's real hard to offend me. Whatever.
Quality.
New Power Property Services. You need your stuff cleaned. You need your shit cleaned. Call them. Twice But Nice Retail.
But what do they do for bipolar disorder?
That's their slogan. I
Damn
love
it.
it. You need your shit clean, call us.
They'll clean it all up. If you got bipolar, they'll clean all that all up.
Okay.
You'll be unbipolared, I promise. Twice But Nice Resale Shop, and also
evil.
by DMX Lawn and Landscape. All right.
Y'all gonna make me mow your lawn. Up in here. Up in here.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys had fun with us as we did. Great week. We'll see you guys on Monday. Have the great rest of your week and the rest of the weekend. Chris Tiefel, Jake Dickey, Sugar Vermont, Southside Gina. I'm Andrew Z. Thank you guys. We'll see you Monday, 9 o'clock. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.